Good morning and welcome back to another episode of the First Off the Tee podcast. This is episode number 19. We just finished the U.S. Open, so I can't wait to get into that.
Yep.
My name is Robert Evanek. I'm your host, co-hosted by my father, Doug.
Morning.
And as always, Doug, this episode of the podcast is brought to you by our friends at Advent Golf. Use code ROBEVG10 for 10% off your entire order. Details in the video description for the promo.
I get a lot of chatter about my belt.
You
They're
do?
Like, whoa, what is that? I'm like, dude, Advent Golf, man. And, whip the thing out, I'm throwing the thing down there. So I love it.
The belts are awesome.
Yeah.
The ball marker belt.
Yeah.
Super awesome build quality. And they serve an awesome function with holding your ball
I'm
marker.
going to get them to integrate a divot marking tool into that thing. Whip that thing out, bink, put it right back in. Then I don't have to go in my pocket.
That would be awesome. So let's get into it. U.S. Open.
Awesome.
DeChambeau, he got it done. Good for him.
Awesome. Love it.
We knew it was only a matter of time. He burst onto the scene after the whole quarantine. When they restarted golf, all of a sudden he looked like the Incredible Hulk. Yeah. He was just launching balls down the fairway. It was only a matter of time.
I saw interesting that the commentators were talking. Oh, everybody's been talking bad about DeChambeau, and it's not going to work, and doubting him. I'm like, personally, I never doubted him. I thought it was pretty cool what he was doing.
Yeah.
He's technical. We always say DeChambeau, that putt, man, bang that thing in, da-da-da-da-da. But I don't know how much you saw of the Open, but it was more the commentators talking about. He realized and said, you know what? I'm going to be in the rough anyway, so I might as well just launch it as far as I can, and I'll deal with it when I get down there. And that's what he did. At just about every hole. I mean, there was a few that he couldn't. Right. Of course, one was really narrow and whatever. You're going to drive her to. But yeah, he crushed it, killed everybody, and you know who won the
it wasn't even close.
We had our fantasy, right?
Yeah, fantasy golf. So we each had two guys that missed the cut.
Okay.
So it really came down to our four playing golfers.
Yep.
I had Justin Thomas at +6, Schauffele at +4, McIlroy at +6, and Matt Wolff at even.
You had Matt Wolff. You almost won the whole thing.
I know. So that gives me a score of 10. And then... Oh, no, I'm sorry.
No, you had like a 20.
16 just between those four guys.
Yeah.
And you have DJ +5, Rom +10, Dave +14, Brandon Todd +10. So you were way up there.
Wow. I after the first or second day, I'm like, I guess I'm buying a steak for you.
I'm looking forward to that. Arthur Steak at the restaurant. We haven't been there in a couple months.
I'm there. We got to do it quick because Masters is coming up soon.
It's like rapid fire these days with the majors.
Oh, man.
So I sent you a link.
Yes.
Controversial U.S. Open 6-putt footage finally released, and it's spectacular. So if you watch the footage, who was it? Danny Lee. It was Danny Lee.
Oh.
So if you watch the footage, although it is a legitimate 6-putt because he did putt 6 times.
Right.
Starting with a 4-footer.
Right.
The first two were legitimate 4-foot to 3-foot missed putts.
Right.
Then the rest were just, he was probably already missed a cut. Then he was out of the tournament. It didn't matter, and he just started smacking the ball, and it was he was playing hockey. So you can't really say he had a 6-putt in terms of this guy stinks and he's 6-putt.
Yeah.
But the point of the story is, this is a professional missed 2 back-to-back 3-footers, 4-footers.
Yeah.
So just again, and I'm not calling anybody out, but again, what we always talk about, put the ball in the hole. How can we, super basic amateurs who really stink at the game, comparatively to these guys, pick up any putt if those guys are missing putts?
I agree. Put it in the hole and tell me your score. Now, I know you had a little talking to somebody about putts, and I think I agree with it. Do you want to tell what you
I won't use names. But somebody who often picks up putts, like all the time.
Right.
We were talking about golf in a social setting, and they said, look, and this was with no, I didn't get them on this path. It was just by themselves.
Right.
They're like, look, if we were to score the way the pros do, we'd all shoot in the hundreds. So I thought about it. I was like, you know what? That was awesome that he just said that, because if you're going to go out there and you're going to pick up putts and cheat and roll your ball over, that is fine. And we should clarify that, because we are pretty hard on people who pick up putts.
Right.
If you're going to do that and you're out there to have fun and you're going to go to a party and say, yeah, I shot whatever, it doesn't matter, I picked my putts up, I don't know, I shot an 85, but I pick everything up. And if you make it known that you're out there just to have fun, by all means, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
And I think we should advocate for that.
I do
too. What we
too.
don't like is when people do that and then they come in and they're like, shot an 82 this weekend.
Right.
And we're like, dude, I've played with you before.
Right.
There's no way you shot a legitimate 82.
Right.
And to someone like me, who I score by the book, and I'm shooting 92s, 95s.
Right.
I mean, if I'm under 95, I'm like, dude, I played great.
Yeah.
And then I got somebody come in and shot an 82, and I'm like, no, you didn't. Well, at least not in the same game that I played.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was awesome. That in a social setting, he's like, yeah, man. He goes, if we were to score the way we're supposed to, we wouldn't even be close.
And I agree with you too. If you're out there having fun, and and you're picking your putt, you're rolling your putts, you're rolling whatever you're doing, then you come back and say, how was your golf? I said, I had a great day of golf. We can move on.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what you shot, because it's not true.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. But I like putting them in because I miss them, man. And it's a little bit of Zen golf, because a lot of the Zen golf is from the good from within, and Dr. Joe says it all the time.
Yeah.
So the good from within will come out, and that's part of it. When you start picking them, writing down the wrong score, that's not good. That's not good. But anyway, I digress. So that was great. Great U.S. Open. I mean, no fans and everything, and they talked about that. But there was a couple of houses that are right on, and they had some fan base there.
Oh, really?
They had like 20, 25 people, and they're hooting and hollering. It was great. They're all up there, and they all had their masks on. It was actually funny, and everybody knows whose house it is. He's like, "Oh, that's Joe so and so's house," and so they had a little bit of fans. It was pretty good.
That's cool. Well, congrats to DeChambeau.
Yeah,
I think
excellent.
It was about time. Mm-hmm. We like the guy.
Yeah.
We like what he's doing. So hopefully,
I might have to start picking him on the next one, because I don't know if I can pick Jordan anymore.
No.
Or Phil.
Jordan and Phil.
I'm sorry, Jordan and Phil, but from now on, I'm not picking you for the rest of the year.
You basically handed me that steak.
Okay. What else we got?
So you played golf on Saturday.
Yes. So I actually played.
Tell me about it.
I played a little bit of golf. Played golf with the Big Cat and Joe H. at an outing. It was great, beautiful. Metuchen Country Club. So that was fun. We had a great day, and it's all fun with Joe and Al. But anyway, so we played golf on Saturday morning. Cold. It was a little cool in the morning, windy, breezy, and had our foursome. So started off hot, birdied the first hole, that par 5 up the hill.
Mm-hmm, nice.
Ultimately, I finished the day with 17 points, which is if that's a good average, that's good. Do a little better, 20, 22 points, great.
Yep.
So I played with the guys I played with, but I do want to. This is a really serious incident that happened on the golf course. You know nothing about it, because I didn't want to tell you.
No, nothing about it.
So, one of our players hits the ball, and he's in the kind of woods, near the edge of the woods, a tree's in the way. That not in the way, but he decides he's gonna try to cut the ball around near the tree and launch it. So he wasn't like deep in the woods where you had to go through 17 trees. He's right on the edge. I didn't know it. I'm out looking for my ball. I was up in the front, and next thing I know, I turn around. And you ever see somebody tell a joke, and they're like, and the guy starts laughing, and he puts his hand on the guy's shoulder, and he's like laughing, like, ah. Well, I turn around and I see this guy, and it looks like he's laughing. But now, over a second, 2 seconds, he's not laughing. This is what happened. And I'm really serious. He hit the ball full swing, hit the tree, the ball came back, hit him right here by the jugular.
Oh, no.
Well, Mark, I mean, if it hit him straight here, you could die. This is no joke. You rupture your esophagus. It's like getting a karate chop to the throat. You could die at that point. So it was, luckily not so serious because.
Holy smokes.
But and then.
So it ricocheted off the tree and just
ricocheted off the tree
back?
right back. So when I'm in the woods or anywhere near the edge, I will never take a full swing at a ball if there's any possibility. It's a chip out. Chip out. So a little bit of seriousness. When you're in the woods, it's only a stupid game. Move it over. And you know what? I don't know. I mean, if you were on a route by the edge of the tree, you can move it over, take a stroke or not. I don't care because, you're talking about injury to your arm, injury to the club, injury to your body if the thing hits. So I'm not for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's not how many times in your career is that going to be the one to do it? But if you're deep in the woods, just chip it out. Don't try to go for the gustos. Yeah. So very dangerous. And he's like, I'll never do that again. If I ever get I'm like, yeah. I go, well, I've done it before. I'm like, I'm not swinging at this thing. There's no value in me hurting my wrist, chunking it into the root or not good.
Especially trying to do a full swing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, a little chip out, and you're not going to get hurt with a chip out. It's when you do that full swing.
I surprised myself with how far a 7-iron goes if you just do a nice easy bump. Often to fault.
Yes.
Often to fault. I just need to chip it out. I take a 7-iron, and I'm like, bink, and the ball launches, and now I'm like over the fairway into the next rough. And I was like, that ball went that far?
Funny you should say that, because every fault I have, when I try to get it to the fairway, it goes through because it goes too far.
Yeah.
And you're right. I take sometimes I take a 4 when I want to go real far, but even a 7, you can get 70, 80, 100 yards if you want.
Seriously can, just from a nice easy bump. And out of the trees, it's easier to control, right?
Yeah.
And if it ricochets, it's not going to hurt as bad. It's still going to hurt.
Yes.
But not.
But you're not dangerous. Yeah. Where he didn't even know it was coming. Pink.
And
that's
no time to react.
No time. No. So be careful out there doing that one. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Mm-hmm. But thank you for sharing that. That's a good lesson for everybody out there. So in the last episode, I mentioned I was going to Ramsey Golf Club to pick up some prizes for the upcoming golf outing. Mm-hmm. I was like a kid in a candy shop. We walk into the store. Danny says, "You have $1,500 to spend. What can we buy?" Of course, not for me. It's for the outing, and these things are going to be raffled off in a tricky tray. But I was just like, we can get one of these, go for one of those. I take one of these out of the bag. Or this jacket looks nice. I was like,
oh man,
I could have easily spent $5,000 in there. And it's a small shop. It wasn't much bigger than the studio here. But we ended up buying a Callaway Maverick driver.
Oh, yeah.
Maverick driver up for grabs. The Triple Track Odyssey putter.
Oh, yes.
And then a collapsible push cart, which I don't know much about push carts. We don't use them. But the guy at the shop said this is like the Cadillac of push carts. It's like $250 for the push cart.
Nice.
And then the rest we divvied up into gift cards to be given out for closest to the pin and whatnot. What's cool, they're doing closest to the pin on all the par 3s.
Oh, nice.
Well, usually, at least I've seen it's only just one.
But
they had enough money. They're like, we'll just do it on every
give
par
somebody
3.
a gift certificate
$50 to the pro shop.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's fun. I used to use golf carts. I don't use them anymore because we carry but I like them.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with them.
Especially if you have a heavy, like if you got a heavy bag that you sometimes ride with and you throw it in the car.
Or look, if you're going to walk Flanders, that's a long course.
Yeah.
And I've felt the effects of walking that course, and by the by the second 9, I'm fatigued.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm toasted here. So if you have a push cart, it could just extend your round. But something funny happened in the shop. So the shop owner was there, and then a couple of the associates who work at the golf course were in the back office. So I was talking to the shop owner. He knew that they brought me because I was the golf guy.
Right.
Dana and her cousin, they don't play golf, so they didn't know what to buy. So we're talking golf. He goes, "Oh, where do you play?" And I said, "Oh, I'm a Morris County resident, mostly the Morris County courses." He goes, "Oh, we were trying to get on to Berkshire Valley the other day. We couldn't get on." I said, "I'll get you guys on." And so 2 of the guys' heads popped out of the back office. They're like, "What's going on out there?" So I went back. I handed them my card.
Oh, nice.
And so we're gonna hook them up. I'm gonna take 3 of them. I met this guy. I think his name was Craig or Chris.
Yeah.
And I said, "Hey, grab 2 of your guys. I'll take a half day, and we'll go.
Nice.
We'll play Berkshire. I'll get them on." I said, "Let me know the days in advance. I'll book 10 days out.
Right.
So you can get any day or time. And then who knows? Maybe they'll get me on Ramsey.
Yeah.
For a couple rounds.
Sweet. That's awesome.
So I made a good connection at the pro shop. But man, really, the moral of the story, I was like a kid in a candy store.
That's awesome.
I could have easily spent $5,000 in that store.
That's awesome.
With the different gear and whatnot.
Yeah.
But that outing is coming up. That's a week from today.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun outing. It's going to be, right now, it looks like it's going to be 77 degrees and sunny. Beautiful golf weather.
This whole week looks awesome, from temperature-wise and golf-wise. And like I said, I've been telling everybody I'm just trying to get as much golf as I can in now. I'm playing today.
Yep, nice.
I think I have Thursday booked. My boss called me up and said, do you want to play Wednesday at Hallworth Country Club where I played the other place? That was a beautiful course. So, and then I met some other guys on the golf course, and they're like, "Hey, we want to get you out to Fiddler's Elbow." And I'm like, "Well, I'm waiting for the invite." So maybe next week I might be able to do that. And so,
nice.
Yeah, we're trying to jam it all in for the next. We got about maybe 5-6 weeks of
a couple more weeks, and then
and then it's cold, and then you got to be midday. It's got to be it's early's no good, late's no good, so it's got to be that midday time.
Yeah,
so
that's what we're doing. I think I have a Tuesday and a Thursday tee time booked for midday, going with some people from the office. I think we're going to end up going to the Thursday one, so I'll cancel tomorrow's round. But that's it. So the podcast is almost over. Next episode 20, will be the pre-recorded meeting that we had with JT.
Awesome. Can't wait for that.
We're off for the rest of this week.
Nice.
So next time we see you guys will be the Monday before the golf outing, Dana's golf outing.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I really hope you enjoy our episode with JT. We had such a fun time.
You're going to love that.
It was another good episode. Super Loop episode, so it's a 36+ minute episode. And you'll see that on Thursday morning.
Yeah.
And with that,
good luck,
Doug.
Have a good day.
Have a good week. Enjoy, guys.